Welcome to Discovery Garden Pattaya. My name is Hans Fritschi. As you can see, I have returned to Thailand to the rainy season. Yes, it's raining all day. Today, tomorrow, in the foreseeable future. Rainy season, Thailand. Before I left to Europe about 2 months ago, I potted the bay leaves, the small bay leaf plants into new pots, and as you can see, they did well. Oh, here you see the green grass. It's so green due to the rain, and everything is lush and green. And you see the bay leaf plants, they have developed well, they have rooted well, and apparently they like that kind of wet weather that we have right now. Besides the bay leaf plants, other plants are doing well. Namely, here you can see the vanilla. This is an orchid, and apparently it loves the rain. Is green and lush and looks very healthy and is apparently growing very well in this weather. Well, here the fish food comes, and a fish, apparently they love it when it's wet as well. They don't know anything else, and they take quite a bite here and there, and they are healthy and getting fat till we catch them and eat them ourselves. But at the present time they enjoy their watery element and feed on this delicious fish food we deliver them on a daily basis. Our fish pond is almost full to capacity, so we have started to let the waters, the additional waters, not flow into the fish pond as we normally do, as long as it's not getting full or so. And now we dilute the waters, the additional waters, away to, there's an outflow, a creek going all the way through Hua Yai, that is called Grand Canal. Hua Yai means Grand Canal, and the water we have diluted, bypassed, and they go directly into that creek. There is a lot of water coming, more than usual, and the water brings with it leaves and grass and plants material, in short, and it has to be thrown away so that the proper flow and the fast flow of the water is secured, and otherwise it will overflow everything. And even though most of the plants in our garden are used to occasional submersion, they are not suited well for a long period of water submersion, and so we keep our canals clean and flowing. You see, it now flows easily over to the
neighbor's land, and that is exactly what we want. We don't want the water in our garden, but the neighbor can take care of it. This part of the canal is full to capacity. As you can see, it's flowing very well, and there's another occasion that we have to remove the debris that comes down here. The geese, they're enjoying the water, and here you see some egg fruits, wonderful egg fruits, sweet egg fruits on the way. And here you have another bottleneck that is taken care of, so the water can flow well into the neighbor's land, much easier for us than keeping it here flowing away. On this side of the wall normally there is no water, on this side yes, and it's, you see, this is the point we just cleared from debris, and the water is flowing here. You see these water plants, these water lilies that are growing well here, and full of flowers. And over there you have the Victoria cruziana that came back after several years. It just is this giant water lily. Wow, beautiful. In normal times we can easily walk on these concrete rings you see on the left, and they enable us normally to walk with dry feet through this area, but now you see some of the rings are really deeply underwater, and okay, Kunwati walked there, but he got wet feet, that's for sure. So during the dry season there is no water here, but now it's quite full of water, but this is also a seasonal thing. I mean, it happens every year in the rainy season. Singing in the rain, huh? Yeah, and it's almost knee deep, the water here nowadays, and you can see I'm walking here, and I'm a bit afraid of the water snakes, but so far they did not bite me yet, so we take another chance today, and quite hopeful that I will survive this as well. And you see it's quite overflown, and the palm trees, they are not hurt by this, and they stand here and they can take this occasional overflooding, whereas the plants on the right hand side, we put them into these concrete rings. There are several layers of these rings, so these plants will not be flown away by the waters, and they will survive the flooding. Here you see some passion fruits growing, passion plants, and they survive in this flooded area thanks to these protective rings. Here we have a flooded avocado tree. I mean, avocados like a lot of water, but that is too much now. Right now, too much water, even for water-loving avocados. Wow. Here we have the elephant ear fig. Yes, the leaves are really astonishing. They are like the ears of some elephants, very huge kind of leaves, and apparently they love the rainy weather as well. Here you see some of the fruits. The red one is ripe and could be eaten. It's a bit hard though. I have never really eaten one, but they are supposed to be edible and they look delicious, but maybe more so for the animals that can feed on them. And we just enjoy these wonderful leaves and these beautiful fruits, red fruits when they are mature, and elephant ear fig. We also have small plants for sale. Here you have another plant that likes the rainy season, the rain. This is cocoa, and the fruits are getting ready to eat, and the chipmunks apparently have noticed and eaten some of this. It took them many years till they discovered that cocoa is edible, but now they know for sure. The water and the flooded times is also suitable for the Clitoria racemosa, a tree from Brazil. It resembles, the flower resembles the clitoris, and that is why it's called the clitoris tree. Here you have an elephant ear fig for sale. It's a small plant and it is well for sale. It can be packed and sent to you within Thailand. And this is a baobab with variegated leaves. Wow, what a surprise. And here we have a nutmeg tree. You can see the fruits up there, and it's full of fruits now. Apparently the nutmeg also loves the rainy season and has very shiny leaves as well. You see the fruits are round, and there is a protective shell around, and inside there is this black kernel with the matzis, the red skin around it. The matzis is here you have the flowers of these nutmeg plants, the nutmeg nuts, the nutmeg seeds, and the red skin around the nutmeg seed is called matzis. It's also a spice in itself. It can be dried once you have opened the nutmeg fruit, and you see this red net around the seed is the matzis spice in itself. It can be dried and ground, and here we plant some of the new plants and nutmeg. Here seedlings grown from seed, and here some older ones. We recommend to plant several because you have the problem of female and male, and only female are necessary to produce yield. Well, here you have 3 geese, and you may know one of them. I made a video on Anna, the lonely goose, and she is now the biggest one of the 3 here, and we never were sure whether Anna is really a female or a male, and if she is a male, of course she would be called Andy. And now we are going to check upon the private parts of Anna, and she is here. She's the biggest one of the three. She was joined, she was a lonely goose in the beginning and had no siblings, and then luckily we had another two from the same family that signals the green strap, plastic strap we put around her left knee, left foot, I want to say, left foot. So this means she is female, and the father is a so-called green goose, so we know which one is the father. And now we check for the private parts of Anna, and there is just no penis being found. So Anna finally proved to be a real female. Bravo, Anna. She is going to have eggs and offspring, and Anna is 100% Toulouse goose. They are a special breed from France that develop a lot of meat, and all three of them here in this encroachment prove to be female. When we take a close look at with the babies, it's very difficult to tell. Now that they are almost adult, it is easier to tell, but simply no penis being found. So this one, Anna's sister, maybe let's call her Abigail, to stay with the A's in Anna. And there is a third one that is being marked. We know already she's a female because normally they have like a horn on their head, the males, and green, and very good. Now we could make a new group. We just need a father that is a non-green father, if you want, that has a different family background, and then we could have a nice, really nice Toulouse group here, formed from these three healthy female individuals. The Toulouse breed, they are expensive, but they are very worthwhile keeping if you want to get some geese. Now this is a premiere. I got some hens before I left 2 months ago, and today the very first egg was laid by this first hen out of so many. Bravo, bravo! Here you see some of the hens, that the ones that have survived. I mean, we have a problem with a snake that eats some of our hens. It has actually eaten about 12 or 15 of the hens, but some survived.
Well, this was it today from rainy Discovery Garden Pattaya. You see some plants are growing quite well. They like the rain, and this is very interesting, an interesting plant. I guess you know what it is. And if you liked what you saw today, please join the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube or Hans Fritschi Friends on Facebook, and see you again very, very soon.
Our neighbor harvests cassava, manioc that can be taken out of the ground easily too when it's wet. Wow, manioc.